It is the ML Sports Platter brought to you by Batavia Downs Gaming and Western OTB. Check out the website at BataviaDownsGaming.com. You can stay, play, dine, and win. And yes, football season is coming up, so it's a great place to go to the 34 Rush Restaurant, Thurman's Place, and watch the Bills and all your favorite NFL action. My man is back, Ryan Hasenauer, the busiest man in America. I like to call him with the red shirt today and the nice logo. Ryan, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm dressed up nice and bright today. We're having a lot of buses come in as we do at gaming facilities. Many buses, that's a big thing that gaming facilities, casinos do. So we've got a big performance of people having a good time, and 8 buses rolling into Batavia Downs today. So I have been busy for sure today, all over the place.
No doubt, it's a victory day for you. I'm going to give you a name, which is also one word, and I'm just going to give you the floor, because my jaw hit exactly that during this race. Sovereignty.
Yeah, I mean, so impressive and incredible. And, people can say, Mike, well, there was only 5 horses in the race, so he's only racing against 4 other ones. And you don't have to break well when there's only 5 horses because you can make up ground. There's not a lot of traffic. But, when we were watching it here, because we had our handicapping contest last Saturday, in addition to our Kentucky Derby, which was the Kane Memorial, which is the Batavia Downs' biggest race of the year, having us be there and watch the Travers, which went off at 6:30 or 6:15, somewhere in there. We had a full clubhouse of people that were just after the first race at Batavia Downs had happened. Now everyone's watching the Travers on the big screens in the clubhouse. And, he was hanging out kind of mid-pack or whatever it was. And who was the 2 that was at the front there for a while? That was, I can't think of the name, but it was Mike DeGeorge, who's one of our people here, our director of communications. He really liked that horse, and I believe he held on for second, which was great for him. But they got to the far turn, and I turned to the guys I was with. I was like, "It's over." I was like, I know that he's not in first right now, but I'm just telling you, it's over. And then there he went by 8 lengths or whatever it was. And so and obviously a very strong horse. People can knock him all they want, but they're scared of him. The other horses and the other trainers are scared of him. They don't want to put him in these races. And if he doesn't want to race against him, I mean, all you can do is, they say that you can only play the games that are in front of you, right? You're like, oh, what ifs with the Bills playing, whoever. You can only play the teams that are on your schedule. So you can only race against the horses that are racing against you. So he's just unbelievable. I really hope he has a great classic, for the Breeders' Cup on November 1st. I hope that's a really exciting race with a lot of great horses coming in to give him a little bit of, competition there. We're going to be having a big wine tasting event that day in conjunction with live racing and in conjunction with the Breeders' Cup Classic. So it should be an exciting day as we see what happens for this horse for Sovereignty. And then after that, Mike, I'm sure it's off to the breeding shed for him, but still very exciting.
I mean, yes, a little less pizzazz in the Travers with not having 8, 9, 10 horses in the field. Okay. I think 8, 9 would have all lost anyways. It would not have mattered. I think the bigger story really is, though, when you look at this horse, 15, 20 years that have gone by, do we compare him, put him in a category with American Pharaoh and Justify? And I think you probably could. He's in that company. But that also makes you go, oh, because you know exactly where I'm going with this. This horse could have won the Triple Crown.
Yeah, I think he could have. I think if they had raced him at the Preakness, it would have been a done deal. And it takes away the luster, of course. But if this horse comes back and has won the Dandy, or has won the Travers, and has won the Belmont, won the Derby, and if he wins the Classic, you could still say he's one of the best horses of all time. No, he's not a Triple Crown winner, but for all intents and purposes, he beat the horse that won the Preakness every other time he's faced him. So it's, it by default with an asterisk, I guess.
Yeah. The only other thing I wanted to hit on with you, obviously, is you mentioned, obviously, a future event already with the wine tasting, but we're knocking on the football door. We are coming up. Q's Place Saturday, Bills in a week. We're here, man. The weather's getting cooler in Western New York.
Nice. Sure. Loving it.
Just take it away here. I know you guys have a golf tournament coming up as well at Terry Hills. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of balls in the air, but it's always, I know you see all my posts. I mean, it's a stay, it's a play, it's a dine, it's an eat. It's a place for everybody. It's a 5-tool place. I always say that kind of like in baseball at Batavia Downs Gaming. But I just wanted to kind of one more time give you the floor on a different subject with what you guys maybe have coming up, what you might want to tell people about that they don't know, that they maybe, miss on social or whatever. Because the pages are must follows, by the way, to find out everything that you need to know. But take it away on everything going on.
Sure, as you mentioned, with all the sports coming up, with football and hockey's right around the corner too.
Sure.
We're doing a lot of things here at Batavia Downs. Obviously, the last season in the stadium, Mike, before they move to the new stadium next year, and because of that, I think what's really going to be exciting for people is to try to win those tickets to those Buffalo football games. We're one of the only gaming facilities that does drawings on the gaming floor on Friday nights to win tickets. So you can imagine that even I think the Saints 1 o'clock game, the cheapest ticket in the building in the upper deck nosebleeds is $330. I got
Right.
sweet tickets here at Batavia Downs that we give out on Friday night. So you don't want to miss out on an opportunity to not only win tickets, but to win sweet tickets with food and drink included. So
Yeah.
we're doing that on Friday nights. You can win those tickets for those upcoming events. We're also going to be excited to just have people come and watch the games. All the away games, we're going to have drawings going on with our friends from Bud Light. Of course, Thurman's Bud Light Club down there, 34 Rush. Thurman's coming for 2 tailgate parties. We'll release that information here in a couple of weeks to let you know which days Thurman's going to be hosting parties inside of 34 Rush. You can meet Thurman, get a picture with him, and just enjoy the whole ambiance of watching the games. But 34 Rush is a great place. Got the biggest screen in Genesee County. Gigantic there up on the stage. You can watch all the sports that are going on. Premier League just started. Anything that's going on, Yankees, hopefully things turn around. As we've seen last night, they look good, other than giving up the 5 runs at the end.
That's all they do is hit home runs. That's all they can do.
It's feast or famine for those guys, it seems.
Right.
So, so great place to watch the sports. And as you mentioned, we got the Wine Fest coming up on November 1st. But even before that, we got cider, seltzers, and sulkies. Before that, we got the Vodka, Gin, and Potato Fest this weekend, Labor Day weekend. There's a lot of great things that are going on. You can check out Batavia Concerts to be a part of all of those things. Got stuff for young people, got stuff for older folks, got stuff for people that aren't really gamblers, that are just kind of look to go have fun at an event, like one of these spirit tasting events, or whether it's a concert. We just finished up with Kansas 2 weeks ago, and that was just jamming out there.
Yeah.
A lot of different fun. There's something for everybody here. Like a 5-tool, utility player out there on a baseball field. We've got the restaurant. We've got several restaurants. We've got the gaming. We've got the hotel. We've got the events. So there's lots of different things you can do and see here at Batavia Downs at our resort. So
yes, and the food looks amazing. And I'm coming out to see you this fall. I promise you that. So we're going to set a date, whether it's a Monday, Wednesday, or a Friday. And I think you maybe were thinking a bracket buster in the Travers that had gotten out early.
Yes, bracket buster. That's because Mike was joking to me. He's like, "What if he busts this bracket by winning this race?" And he was hanging on. He was winning around the final
March Madness. Yeah,
I got to tell you, there has been some people, and I think you've seen the controversy on Twitter, Mike, that there's been a lot of complaining about these computer assisted wagering, these CAWs that have been driving down some of the exact and trifecta prices. But I got to tell you, even with Torpedo Anna winning her race earlier in the day, and even with geez Louise, I'm drawing a blanket for Sovereignty winning his race, the exactas weren't bad. I didn't think they were that bad, but maybe some of these bigger races, there's just so much money in the pool that can't be affected by the CAWs. I'm not sure, but it was great to see that still paid off, because I think Bracket Buster was of the 5 horses, he was the 4th choice in terms of the favorites.
Correct.
So to have him come second, that's a nice little play for some of these folks.
Remember, Ryan, somebody always has to troll, and they always have to complain, especially on social media. It's a slam dunk on those 2 things. Unbelievable segment once again. Great to have you back. Ryan Hasenauer, Western OTB, Batavia Downs Gaming, proud supporters of the ML Sports Platter. Stay, play, dine, and win at the Downs. Visit BataviaDownsGaming.com. All fall, they have something for everyone and all ages as well. Catch them with all those events. And hey, you know what? The calendar rips around again. And next summer, the concert series, we're just ripping every month at the Downs. They are crushing it. BataviaDownsGaming.com for more information. Ryan, thank you a million. We'll talk very soon. All right.
Sounds good, Mike. Thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it.